welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to make some vegan tacos. I'm feeling a bit under the weather, so I just need something a little bit hearty and flavorful, so you can come along with us. I'm going to make some homemade mango salsa, and yeah, I will show you how truly simple it is to make vegan swaps in your kitchen. So if you are interested, stay tuned. Alright, so let's talk about what you're going to need for the mango salsa. You're going to need 2 small tomatoes, 1 mango, about 4 small sweet peppers or just 1 big bell pepper. You could add jalapenos at this point if you want. I just really can't handle the spice in our house, so I'm not going to do that. I'm going to use a white onion. You can use whatever you have on hand. And let's talk about some spices. So we're going to need onion powder, we're going to need garlic powder, we're going to need some black pepper, and we're also going to need some cumin. And then instead of using chili powder, I actually use smoked paprika, and that's just what we like in our house. So I'm going to remove all of the stickers on my vegetables. Going low waste is tricky because they put stickers even on organic vegetables, but that's okay. And yeah, so what I'm going to do here is speed it up. I just need to take everything and chop it into little bits. If you wanted to, you could put this in the food processor at the end, but you don't have to do that. It depends on your taste preference. So I'm just going to chop everything up, and I will get back to you soon. Alright, next up is a mango. I saved it for last. I never really ate mangoes growing up, so I didn't know how to open one of these. I used good old YouTube to figure that out a few years back. But yeah, it has a hard center, so you want to cut the edges and any parts that come off the center. You could use a glass to slice all of the skin off, but I just peel it. You can also peel avocados if you wanted to, kind of like this, but yeah. I'm just going to peel off the skins and dice it up into small bits. You could use a red mango if you wanted. This is just the type of mango that was on sale in my store. Alright, I am ready to add my spices. I did, however, forget to buy a lime, so I need something to kind of pickle my vegetables. I chose to use red wine vinegar. I'm going to go in with my onion powder, garlic powder, a little bit of that black pepper, some cumin, and then my smoked paprika. I'm going to mix it all together and then add a pinch of salt and then taste it as I go. So next up is my meat substitute. I'm using the Gardein beefless grounds, and I add an entire packet of taco seasoning to the pan, as well as a tablespoon of vegan butter. I do get this question a lot on my channel, and that is, does your husband eat meat? Yes, he absolutely does. Meat doesn't really seem to bother him or anything like that, but either does this vegan meat. I don't do this all the time. Usually I have a substitute for him, but today I do not. We're trying to clean out the pantry for the move, so yeah, I'm just going to cook this up. Alrighty, so I just wanted to jump on here while everything cooks and kind of talk about some tips that I have learned along the way on my vegan journey, and hopefully it can help you as well. Even if you are just planning on cutting out a few things and making some healthy swaps in your kitchen, I urge you to try some of these things out. But yeah, my number one tip is to educate yourself. I went vegan for allergy purposes. I just wasn't feeling the best on dairy and meat. Little disclaimer, I've never really liked meat in general, but I love dairy. I loved dairy. But anyways, what I started doing was educate myself. I started really, really focusing on what I put into my body, and then I started observing. I started observing my behaviors and certain things that I put into my body and what correlated with how I was feeling and or how my personality was feeling. I think a lot of the food that we eat kind of contributes to our mental health as well. That's just my opinion. I went to art school. I'm not a doctor. That's just me noticing some things that have happened within my body. But anyways, yeah. So definitely educate yourself and figure out what truly is not making you feel the best and kind of pinpoint it down to that one thing and start cutting it out. That was me with dairy. I noticed that was the big thing that did not make me feel good. I already knew I was lactose intolerant, but I decided and chose to ignore that just because who doesn't love a good cheese pizza? And then after that, I started watching some documentaries. I watched Cowspiracy. I watched What the Health, and truly realized the industry at its finest, we'll say. And yeah, that really kind of steered me away from the dairy and meat industry. Honestly, it's a little too graphic for me, so if you're anything like me, I wouldn't watch it. Maybe just read the facts. But yeah, number one tip, educate yourself. Number two, ignore every single person that tells you that this is a terrible choice. There's just so many scientific, facts that support this lifestyle. 5 years ago, if you would have asked me, does fruit or vegetables have protein in it? Yes, I learned it in high school, but I probably would have forgotten. I would have told you no, it probably doesn't, but I log every single one of my meals in Chronometer, and it has helped me tremendously. I just see where I'm lacking in my vitamins and proteins, go from there. 9 times out of 10, I'm not going to shout in a room, hey, I'm vegan. We'll probably say 10 times out of 10 because I've never done that. But yeah, if certain people, if they learn that I'm vegan, they immediately go for, where do you get your protein? I get my protein where your protein gets their protein. Saw that on a t-shirt one time, thought it was super witty, and yeah, I've been using it ever since. All of the plants that I eat have protein in them, so I'm not really worried about that. And then the number two thing people say generally is something rude. They just say like, I would never choose this lifestyle because I don't hate myself. That's, aggressive and a little bit bullying in my opinion. I've never really taken well to bullying. If some of you know me, I'm not the best with my emotions. A lot of things get me down, especially interactions with people. Yeah, side note, that was kind of my focus in art school, my interactions that I had, and I worked through it. That's how I use my art. This has nothing to do with anything. I just wanted to shout that out if anyone is having some issues with interactions that they have with people. I do consider myself a strong individual, but I am not strong in my conversations when it comes to anything argumentative. I've noticed I let my emotions get the best of me. So what I started doing was realizing where my vegan substitutes got most of their vitamins and proteins and things like that. So if anyone wants to get in an argument with me, I don't really invite it, but I just get them with the facts is what I like to say. So number one, educate yourself. Number two, you need to start ignoring what people are going to say to you. And then number three, just relax and enjoy the journey. This is not going to happen overnight. It's taken me years to be the way that I am and feel the way that I am. I've never felt better on being on a vegan diet. When I was pregnant, I loved being pregnant. That was my favorite part of being vegan, and then, you know, I started not feeling that good, so I did eat some dairy. But I have been back on track, and it's just really, you can see a complete 180 in my personality and the way that I'm feeling. Yes, I'm sick right now. Vegans still can get sick, but I just feel a lot more clarity in my life is what I like to say. So number 3 is, just relax and try and enjoy the journey. But yeah, that's my long rant of the day. We're going to get back into the video. Everything is cooked up. I'm going to plate my tacos. I am serving it with a quinoa black bean pepper blend, and then I put a little bit of taco sauce into that. And yeah, so if you like this video, please make sure to like, comment, subscribe, all that jazz, and we will see you next time. Bye. Alright, so on the side I am serving it with the quinoa black bean pepper blend. There is pineapple in it, and I'm going to use some taco sauce from the dinner kit I purchased at the store. And while that cooks, I'm going to just cook down my Gardein blend, and yeah, I am ready to plate. So as you can see, I am using the Good Karma sour cream. This was our first time trying it. It's super tasty. It's definitely the best vegan sour cream substitute I've ever tried in my life. Tried tofutti before, but it's not my favorite go-to. And this was on sale at Natural Grocers for $2.99, which is pretty unheard of when it comes to vegan substitutes. I am using my vegan Mexican cheese blend. I use the brand So Delicious. It's the only brand I'll use besides Chow cheese. And I'm going to put about a tablespoon or 2 of the ground air quote beef blend. I'm going to top it with some of my Mango Salsa and a little bit of shredded iceberg lettuce. I ate about 4 of these tacos and half of that quinoa mixture, and I feel great. So that's taco night in our household. I hope you enjoyed this video. Once again, please like, share, and subscribe, and we will see you next time. Bye.